Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It's Tom here in the office today in Atlanta. We have a busy day today. We have our advisory board meeting. It's still virtual, but we get the opportunity today to meet with our advisory board members from across the state and talk about what's going on with DFACS and talk about what we can do to certainly improve our work. We also just came off a great road trip or virtual road trip last week. We went virtually down to Region 8, which is around the Columbus area, and had the opportunity to engage with our frontline staff, with our community organizations we work with our community leaders and our judges, to talk about what's going on with DFACS, to learn the needs of the West Georgia area, and to learn how we can better help our families move from financial dependence to financial independence, and how we can better protect children. So it was a really great week, and still kind of recovering from all that wonderful work. We also know that this is National Adoption Month. We're still celebrating, and as I have reminded y'all, this year's theme is engaging youth, listening and learning. And of course, as part of our roadshow last week, we did have a youth town hall meeting and had the opportunity to hear from some of the older teens or the teens and older youth who are in our care as to what we can do to improve their lives and what we can do to help them make that leap from being in foster care to being independent young adults. This Thursday, we're having a division-wide call. Ms. Deborah Burrus, who leads our adoptions unit, is going to help kind of lead us and tell us what's going on with adoptions around the state. We continue to like to emphasize that we are really increasing the number of adoptions. Really happy about that work because it means that more children and young people are finding those forever families that they need. For more information about this, you can visit ItsMyTurnNow.dhs.ga.gov or call our 1-877-210-KIDS number. It's also on the state level, our state charitable contributions program is going on. We have a deadline this coming Friday. So we want folks to show off our team spirit. So here's how you do it. You enter by recording a video of yourself, letting us know which teams you support in your division or office. For example, I bleed red and black for my favorite teams, the Falcons, the Dogs, yes, except for last Saturday. And today I'm joining Team DFACS by making a donation to this year's charitable giving campaign. So there's some video tips that we have that I think we can get Ramirez to post on the screen. Donate a minimum of $1 per month to a charitable organization of your choice using the payroll option through the giving portal. Email the DFACS Office of Communications with your proof of your donation and your video by November 13th. And selected videos will be featured on next week's Tuesday Talks. That's great. Also, last week we sent out some virtual backgrounds. We're trying to make things more consistent. We want to encourage everybody to participate in these virtual calls and make sure we're remaining professional by whenever, just if we're doing a big virtual call, especially with courts, let's make sure we use those virtual templates, those virtual background templates. You may have some that you need for a more specific purpose. We can approve those on a case-by-case basis if you contact Kevin Harris, our interim director of communications. And just want to thank y'all for being attuned to this issue so that we're making sure that we present ourselves to the public as professionally as possible. Big day this week, November 11th, 1918, the guns fell silent on the Western Front and World War I ended. And we have since then, of course, celebrated that as Veterans Day. And just really want to thank all of those who have served and to protect the freedoms that we hold so dear, including the freedom, of course, that we just exercised, the freedom to cast our vote for the candidate or candidates of our choice. I want to recognize one of our own who is currently serving overseas, Sergeant First Class Gilbert Araya. He has been with Effingham County as a case manager since January 1st of 2016, and that was after serving 21 years in the Army, primarily in the Middle East, but he has, of course, continued to serve worldwide as a National Guardsman while continuing to work for us at DFACS. And last November, we had to bid him a temporary farewell. Really, I know the Effingham County staff and the region were not happy to see him go, but we are grateful for the fact that he has been overseas serving. You'll see this picture that Ramirez is going to post. He continued to show his pride for his work with DFACS by wearing his One Region, One Team t-shirt while he's over there directing helicopters. And we know that he's coming back in January. We'll welcome him back into the work, really going from an overseas mission to what, of course, is really a domestic mission, our domestic mission of keeping Georgia's families and children safe. OFI updates. The Gateway Help Desk will be down this weekend for some technical, fixing things on November 14th from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. We are continuing, fortunately, since we still have the pandemic, we're continuing to issue PSNAP benefits. We know that our clients will be very happy to hear that while we've been doing these at the end of the month, for November we're going to get them out so that folks can have these funds in time for Thanksgiving. And so really they'll be allotted in 4 different days between November 15th and November 21st. So 15th, 16th, 18th, and 21st, those benefits will be going out, depending, of course, on the case number. And, of course, our renewals are added or have been added back in. Our caseload sizes are increasing. Really appreciate y'all doing everything you can to keep the timeliness up. Our SNAP and TANF and family Medicaid numbers are great. Our ABD numbers, age-blind or disabled Medicaid numbers, are still very good. So we're going to keep that work up, keep that work going, demonstrate to the taxpayers of Georgia just what a great return they're getting on their investment in this agency. And thank you again, all of you. I give thanks. I think it's perfect in November to give thanks for all of you who work so hard each day on behalf of Georgia's children and families. So that's the news for the day, and we will catch you next week. Thanks, bye.